Okay, welcome to today's episode. What I want to do today is I want to show you how I fry catfish. These are all catfish that were caught in a video that's going to air this week. All these catfish were caught in the creek off catawba worms. I have a number of catfish that have been filleted. You'll notice all the ribs have been removed from this meat already. No bones in that. And then I have some whole catfish as well. I really enjoy the whole catfish. My wife and daughter like the fillets. So these catfish are clean. They're ready to go. What we're going to do is we're just going to salt these. Different people like different amounts of salt. Some people don't like any salt at all on their food for different reasons, but you just want to salt them to taste. If you like a lot of salt, put a lot of salt on there. If you don't like them too salty, don't salt them much. But what I found is it's better to salt the fish before you cook the fish. The salt is on the meat then. You're going to put some cornmeal on this in just a moment, and having that salt directly on the meat, to me, makes a big difference. So we want to just salt these fish down good. And after we salt them down, I'm going to cut these fillets into smaller pieces, just so they'll cook a little bit better. I'm just going to cut them in two. You can see me right here. I just like to cut them in two. Once that's done, we have batter here. I've got one of these little breader boxes. I got this one at Bass Pro. You can get them anywhere, but I've got cornmeal in here, and that's it. So we just want to put our fish in there. You can do this. When I was a kid, we grew up eating catfish, cooking catfish. When I was a kid, we did it in a paper sack, and a paper sack works great, but it's not as easy to get paper sacks as it used to be. So you just want to shake them up, get them breaded real good. Now you want to make sure your catfish are dry. You don't want to do this when they're wet, because if they're wet, it's going to cause the meal to clump up, and the meal's not going to stick to your fish as well. But once you've done that, that's what your fish is going to look like. And now we're going to heat up our oil, and then we're going to cook. It's going to be good, y'all. All right, so we have our oil at about 375 degrees. That's right where you want it. We're going to cook these whole catfish first. You want to shake them a little bit. Make sure you get all the excess batter off of them. You want to cook the whole ones first, because they take longer to cook than the fillets do. So we're going to drop them down there. They're cooking up nice. In about 8 minutes, they're going to be ready. So give you a rerun. What we do, we cleaned the fish, we salted the fish, we made sure they were dry. We put cornmeal on them. Put the cooker at about 375 degrees, the temperature of the oil. Drop them down there. You want to cook this between 350 and 375 degrees. That's where you want to keep your oil. When you put your fish in there, oil is going to go down a little bit, the temperature. But between 350 and 375, in about 8 minutes, these are going to be some great catfish. All right, so these have been in there long enough. Beautiful. See how golden brown? You don't want to stack these fish on top of each other. If you do that, they're going to get soggy. So get you a tray like this with some paper towels. I like to set it on my grill, close it. And now when you're dropping these fillets in, same thing, you want to make sure you shake all the excess off of them. These things are going to fry fast. Probably 2 minutes. 2 to 4 minutes, they'll be done. You'll know when they're done because they'll be floating, they'll be brown. All right, it's time to take them up now. They look great. Want to shake that extra oil off. Now I want to show you one of my favorite things to eat with fried catfish. Fried eggplant. Grew it right here in the garden. Me and my wife love this with catfish. She makes a wonderful batter for it. I fry it. Doesn't take long to fry, but boy, is it good. Got something else out of the garden as well, some okra. Gonna fry that okra. It's mid-September. I'm still picking eggplant, still picking okra, still picking peppers here in middle Georgia in mid-September. So it doesn't take this eggplant very long to cook. Doesn't take the okra long to cook at all either. We're just gonna let it fry for a minute. On those eggplant, you just want to turn them. On one side, you'll see they get brown. Flip it over, let them get brown on the other side. If you haven't eaten fried eggplant with catfish, you don't know what you're missing. It's one of the best things to eat with catfish. I absolutely love it. The reason we're cooking okra too is we just got okra. We need to do something with it. It's still growing here. So we decided to cook a little bit of it. Doesn't take that okra long at all to fry. It's cut up, it's battered. If you look right over here, you can see some of the okra plants right there. Beside those okra plants is some eggplant as well. There's your fried okra. You can't smell that, but oh boy, does it smell good. Now it's time to take the eggplant up. Awesome. So there, my friends, is a catfish Kyle Sunday after church dinner. She's got some potato salad up there, some other things. Man, we're going to eat good today. Hey, if you're enjoying these videos, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if there's anything you'd like me to make a video about, let me know. I'll do my best. God bless.